What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again today. Another exciting Samsung video for you guys, and today we're going to be talking about the Galaxy S25 Ultra wide camera, which is the only camera hardware that was actually upgraded on the S25 Ultra. We don't have a new main camera. We do not have a new zoom camera for the hardware side. Of course, there's some software processing, but this is the only upgrade. And there's a big upgrade that Samsung didn't really talk about. We just discovered the other day here at Sammy Guru, which is that the ultra-wide camera now has the ability to use flash. Talk about that today and also show you that this does not work on the S24 Ultra running One UI 7. And then I'll also give you guys some impressions of the ultra-wide camera quality, at least my initial thoughts and impressions on it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys, check out our website, sammyguru.com. Latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. We have one of the best Samsung communities in the world, in my opinion. If you're in the US, you can also get in our free mystery box program. If you purchase a new Samsung phone, all you have to do is tap this orange banner at the top. You can buy your phone through our link. So if you're going to buy a Galaxy S25 device, you haven't bought one yet, you can use our link to purchase. Fill out the verification form saying that you purchased through our link, and we'll send you a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand. Now, this does close on February 7th. I don't know when I'm going to post the video, but we are starting a brand new program called Sammy Guru Rewards that will run year-round, which means you can get a free case and an additional accessory anytime you buy a Samsung phone, any new Samsung phone, not just the S25. The mystery box program will still be reserved for the launches, and we'll also have some additional incentives like the golden, silver, and platinum tickets. But we will have the Sammy Guru Rewards program launching when we close the S25 program for the mystery boxes. Check that out in the link in the pinned comment and description. So, if you're unaware, in previous Samsung phones, even the S25, S24 Ultra last year, if you use the ultra-wide camera, you would not be able to enable the flash. And so now with the S25 Ultra, if you're inside the ultra-wide camera, as you can see right there, I am with the 0.6x right there, you can enable flash. So no problem. Flash can be turned on and you can utilize flash. Let's take a picture here of the desk. You guys can see the flash activate there in the background. So flash works no problem. You can turn flash on, you can turn flash on auto, or of course you can switch flash off. Now, just to show you guys, let me move some things out of the way here. I slide in my orange S24 Ultra, which I haven't really used in a while because I've been moved over to the S25 Ultra. But if you look at the S24 Ultra, you'll notice here, if I go to the 0.6 camera, over here, the flash is actually completely grayed out. And if you tap on it, it says not available while using the ultra wide lens. So you can see here the difference. I can activate auto, flash, and here I cannot utilize it at all. So this is apparently something that is going to be a restriction of the new hardware. As I said, if you turn these two phones over, there is a brand new ultra-wide camera in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. For those of you wondering, I'm using the Samsung official tough case on my S25 Ultra today. There is a new ultra-wide camera in here, and it looks like the ability to use the flash, for some reason, Samsung has limited to this new hardware. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense why the flash capability would be limited to this, but we also have new 8K video recording as well in the ultra-wide. So there's quite a few new things that if you use an ultra-wide camera, it might be worth the upgrade from the S24 Ultra to the S25 Ultra. I know a lot of people use flash on the ultra-wide because they utilize it for taking some, various group shots and things like that, landscape shots, even at nighttime, for instance. You might want it. So I've heard from a lot of younger people out there that for selfies, they wanted the flash on the ultra-wide, and now you do indeed have the flash on the ultra-wide camera. So if that was a concern, that's something that you can certainly think about whether or not that makes sense for you to upgrade. For me, I don't know if it's quite enough to upgrade, just on that one thing, but it's another thing that's kind of a sum of all these different things that adds up to a pretty solid upgrade in my opinion. Now, to give you guys some initial impressions, I have a couple photos here that I took with the ultra-wide. These are some landscape shots here and around Phoenix as I was out and about this past weekend. The new ultra-wide camera is very good. I have been very impressed with it, and I'll put these here as just kind of a little slideshow here so you guys can see them and drop the quality below. I'm going to do a full camera review, of course, over on Sammy Guru, my full review. But overall, it handles dynamic range really well. Certainly improving the hardware overall, gives you better low light performance. Still great for taking things like landscape. This particular photo here that I have on the screen there is one of my favorites with the sky there and everything, just kind of how it looks and captures the grass there, the green color of the grass. But overall, it's very, very good. Again, it comes down to how much you use the ultra wide. You definitely get better dynamic range, you get better performance in low light, Now you get flash on the the ultra wide as well, and the 8K video recording. So even though it's just one piece of hardware that got upgraded, there are a lot of things rolled in there if that lens is important to you. Now, I personally would like to see the primary camera get some upgrades as well. No hardware upgrades, although there have been some software things this year. I've been a little disappointed with the overall upgrade from that main sensor. I really hope that we finally get a new one next year. I think a lot of people are waiting on that. I'd also like to see improved zoom range, especially since they took away the 10x 2 years ago from the S23 to the S24 Ultra. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you care about flash in the ultra-wide camera, 8K video recording? What have you guys thought about the ultra-wide so far? Just wanted to pass along this info in case you guys didn't know. Check out SamyGuru.com. SamyGuru Rewards launching soon as the Mystery Box program closes. So you'll be able to get a reward anytime you buy a Samsung phone and potentially other Samsung products as well. We're trying to build the best Samsung community in the world. Hope you guys will join us, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.